Yeah, we don't want to talk about that. We're going to get through this. That's the
opportunity while I was there of being the accountant for Floyd Mayweather for a number of years.
Oh, wow.
And just unbelievable experiences when I was working with him. I mean, stories that I can share, stories there. There'd be 4 or 5 very expensive sports cars out front of our building and 20 people coming in and sitting down and going through the various items that we needed to, but always very flashy, very, very out there. You know, but something that many people, it's public knowledge, not sharing anything that's not out there, but something many people don't realize is he
will come with emotion after reports revealed that law enforcement had begun seizing assets valued at $600 million, a development that followed his recent social media post announcing he had acquired 62 buildings in Manhattan as a showcase of his financial strength and real estate acumen. What was meant to highlight his success quickly backfired when records showed the properties were not actually registered in his name, prompting federal authorities to scrutinize his wider investment activities, ultimately leading to the freezing of additional properties and accounts believed to be connected to him.
Now, showing the people how I live. Now, I know you guys see me on a regular talking about real estate. Well, lately, I purchased 62 apartment buildings in New York City. And what I need you guys to do, slide over and check out the photos. It's not all 62 buildings, it's a few buildings, but guess what? All the buildings belong to me. I don't have no partners.
The properties said to exceed $600 million in value have been placed under restriction, meaning they cannot be sold, moved, or accessed while investigators determine whether Floyd is the lawful owner. The chain of events began with his own choice to publicly announce the alleged transaction, as he shared several videos highlighting the buildings and stating that he had secured a significant real estate acquisition in Manhattan. He appeared self-assured and openly proud, clearly aiming to showcase the achievement to his followers, and the response from viewers came almost...
Floyd Mayweather Jr., there's a story circulating that Business Insider did talking about this $400 million property deal that he had been discussing here in New York City. But now, according to Business Insider, it's not what you think it is. They said there's no evidence there's been a sale of these properties, and it's
quickly filled the comment sections. News organizations picked up the story, and the magnitude of the announcement pushed the narrative well beyond the boxing community. However, when officials began reviewing public property records to verify the claims, the findings told a different story. The documents showed that none of the properties were listed under Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s ownership, making the discrepancy impossible to...
How in 36 months, of course, with one of my new investments, I would be making $300 million a month. But
what investment is that?
Just in real estate.
Aggregate, got you.
And I'm heavy in real estate. I'm real heavy in real estate. Even though, you know, I got my own liquid. And if that means cash for those, I break it down in layman's terms.
More than raised doubts, they prompted federal authorities to widen their review, re-examining past financial records and placing additional assets connected to Floyd Mayweather Jr. under restriction until a full audit is completed. Since he has previously said that real estate became his main income source after retiring from boxing, any freeze on those accounts temporarily halts that cash flow, which could be significant given his high expense.
misunderstood. And he just want to be treated fair.
right.
And this is for any team that's watching right now. We'll make them a deal. If they sign AB and AB go through the whole season, no problems at all. And then they got to give us 20 million. But if he mess up, then we got to give them 20 million. So
grew more complex as the financial issues surfaced just when Floyd Mayweather Jr. was organizing a $700 million effort to buy a 10% stake in the New York Giants alongside investor Mia Orbach. With the franchise valued at over $7.5 billion, the deal would have been major, and he had already committed $200 million into escrow to show he was serious about the party.
Returns, like over his lifetime, he's going to make $300 million off the deal. It just doesn't make sense, especially with the amount of power players in NYC who would have already bought those 62 units if it was so lucrative. The white guy would have easily bought those 62 units up. And this is where I think the bigger understanding comes in. Because if you don't know, the true owner is Black Spruce Management. Mayweather at most holds a minority ownership stake.
Proposed acquisition now appears uncertain. Questions surrounding Floyd Mayweather Jr.'s finances have cast doubt over the effort, and his associate, Mia Orbach, has offered little clarity. When approached by journalists, Orbach provided a brief response, stating that he and his associates routinely evaluate various ventures, including opportunities involving sports franchises, without confirming any specific details. While such a comment might typically seem routine, the current circumstances have led many to interpret the reserved tone as an indication that the situation may be more complicated than it appears.
If you know how much money you got, you really don't have no money. So if you know how many buildings you got, you don't really have no buildings. So I think I own right now somewhere upwards of 100 buildings or more. And in 99% of my buildings.
This has raised plenty of questions. Why hasn't Orbach confirmed whether Floyd is still involved in the deal, and why the reluctance to openly share details if everything is legitimate? For now, the answer is unknown, but the longer the silence lingers, the more uncertain and uneasy the situation.
Guys carry on and they do the exhibitions and all that kind of stuff. It just sort of diminishes the legacy a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And that's what I feel like it's happened with Mayweather.
Why do you think he does those things, though? Do you think
for money?
But
I don't think he's got the money he says. That's what I think.
I think he still needs the money.
I don't
after
think
all
he
these
needs
years.
the money. But you know when you got that life...
Eddie Hearn raised doubts about Floyd's financial situation months earlier. In an interview, he remarked that he wasn't convinced Floyd had the level of wealth he claimed, noting that his spending habits and frequent exhibitions made it hard to tell. At the time, Hearn's comments caught widespread attention. When shown the clip, Floyd laughed it off, saying that Hearn always has a slick comment. But looking back, Hearn's words now seem surprisingly rude.
I mean, it's the new wave. It's what everybody's doing. And I started, of course I started with boxing, but then of course now it's real estate. My real estate portfolio is crazy, but I'm truly blessed. I'm truly blessed. And if cryptocurrency is...
Boxing world have shared similar worries. Analyst Rick Glazer noted that while it's hard to imagine Mayweather truly struggling financially, the claims are coming from trustworthy sources. He suggested the issue runs deep, indicating it's more than a simple misunderstanding or PR blunder. It could become a serious problem. Just as things seem complicated enough, Floyd uploaded a new video promoting a Thai cryptocurrency called ASET. In it, he encouraged fans to invest, offering incentives like a live Zoom call with him and the project founder, $100 cashback for a minimum $20 investment in one of his WBC championship belts, and even a private training session with him as a prize for a lucky...
Because of the drug of boxing. Just
also
like
money.
Just like but I don't even think he don't need any money.
He spends so much money.
Yeah, but he don't need any. Floyd,
are you sure?
Yeah, Floyd good.
I bet if he's planning for the future, you got to keep it coming in if you're going to keep spending the way he spends.
Yeah, but I think he has a lot of other business interests.
That from someone who rarely gives anything away immediately raised eyebrows. Why would Mayweather get so deeply involved with a little-known cryptocurrency? And why attach so many high-value rewards? To many, it came across as a move to quickly generate cash. Considering the timing, those doubts seem reasonable. Looking at the situation as a whole, it's clear this isn't just about a single misleading Instagram post. It's a pattern of questionable choices, financial warning signs, and lack of transparency. Publicly, Floyd continues to smile, dress lavishly, and act like money is no object. But behind the scenes, the foundation appears...
No, this for real. No. Hey. No pay!
Where's Money Mayweather? Hard work?
Dedication!
No pay!
Money Mayweather where?
I don't see you.
I don't see you. All of them. Everybody.
Possibility that more of his assets could be seized, additional deals could collapse, and more of his past claims might be questioned or disproven. Recently, even staff at Mayweather Boxing and Fitness in Los Angeles walked out after weeks without pay. Their departure wasn't quiet. They organized a protest outside the gym with signs and microphones. One read, "The money team has no money." Another, "Hard work, dedication." And then what? Some took it further, declaring labor trafficking and modern-day slavery. These weren't just dramatic slogans. They reflected employees who felt they had reached their breaking point.
It has completely affected my life. It has affected my mental health.
From the Daily Mail indicate that numerous employees, including trainers, front desk staff, and managers, went unpaid for weeks. They received no back pay and no responses from the company. Some feared retaliation for speaking out, but chose to take the risk after feeling ignored for too long. One outspoken staff member explained that even at other workplaces, employees often hesitate to speak up because companies can silence or fire them at will. For those at Mayweather's gym, that fear became reality. Only this time, it came with Floyd's name front and center.